Hello Pisces, this is your 2016 annual forecast. It's going to be quite a special year for Pisceans this year because 2 out of the 4 eclipses are in your sign Pisces. The other thing that's going to be very powerful for you this year is there are a lot of mutable energies in the heavens. Very little fixed, if at all, so nothing's really going to hold you back, and some cardinal energy which is going to push you forwards. So if you can go with that innate flexibility that you have, Pisces, this could be a year in which you accomplish some of your greatest dreams and you make the greatest progress that you've really ever made. So there's a lot of potential in this year. Let me break it down for you. First of all, to let you know, at the end of the video there will be a list of the important dates, so you can just relax and enjoy all the information I'm going to share with you. So the cardinal energy in your chart is Uranus here in your 2nd house of money. It's going to be there until March of 2019. So many of you have had lots of ups and downs financially, Pisceans. Some good moments, some less than good moments, and also quite a lot of uncertainty financially. Possibly this will continue, but let me tell you, this is a wonderful placement for starting your own business, for doing consulting work, freelance work, just being a little bit entrepreneurial. This can be very fortunate financially, especially if you're willing to take a little bit of a risk and not play it too safe. And the other cardinal energy we've got here is Pluto in your 11th house, going to be there for several years yet. And Pluto in this 11th house is wanting you really to delve into friendships, go more deeply into your friendships. Sometimes you have a tendency, Pisces needs change, needs flexibility, but maybe there's 1 or 2 friendships that you can go more deeply into, and of course get closer, become more intimate with people generally. So on March the 9th, we've got a solar eclipse beginning right in your sign in Pisces. And we've got Neptune, of course, in your sign as well. Neptune in your sign, really bringing out all the idealist in you, yes? Anything that involves your imagination, that would involve film and video and media and photography. This is a great year for you, Pisceans. And Pisces here with this solar eclipse in your sign, and do keep in mind that all the eclipses, you're probably going to pick up on the energies a few weeks before, and the energies do last for at least 6 months, if not a few years sometimes, depending on what's happening in your personal chart. So with this new moon solar eclipse, this is a boost to you, Pisceans. It's new beginnings in who you are. You might decide to dress differently, do your hair differently, present yourself differently. You're just going to want to be seen differently and to feel different about yourself. So this can be a really exciting start to the year for you. On March the 23rd, we've got a lunar eclipse happening in Libra. And this is here in your 8th house of joint finances, money, intimacy. And so a lunar eclipse often brings something to fruition. Maybe there's something you've been working on financially, or you've needed an investment for it, or a grant, or some kind of sponsorship. This could bring it to you at this time. Or if you're looking for help and nothing's happened yet, then the lunar eclipse can show you where you need to go next. Yes, where might be your next direction in order to get the money or funding or support that you're looking for from other people. Important event this year is that Mars goes retrograde from April the 18th until the end of June. So initially going retrograde here in your 10th house, and then backwards for the whole of June into your 9th house. So let's break this down a little. First of all, let me comment on Saturn going to be in your 10th house for the next 2 years until the end of 2017. So Saturn in your 10th house, Pisceans, for those of you who've been working on a career for some time, you could see some real success, recognition, appreciation, and also maybe taking on some more responsibilities in your field. Equally, this Saturn may mean it's time for a change in your career direction, to take it in a new direction, to restructure your career so that you're happier with it if you've not been very happy with the direction that it's been going in. So Mars going retrograde in the house of career. Well, first of all, let me tell you just a few don't do's during a Mars retrograde. First of all, try not to get into an argument, because chances are if you start it, you'll lose. I wouldn't go into any kind of legal proceedings if you can help it. I would be careful about any kind of altercations in the workplace. Try to sort of keep away from things. Good time to work alone if you possibly can, autonomously. It's not the best time to buy mechanical equipment because it tends to break down or not work during the Mars retrograde. Mars is energy, it wants to go forwards. It doesn't like going backwards. So when it's going backwards, it's important not to push forward with new projects. So I wouldn't be pushing forward with a new project at work at that time. I'd be backing off a little, just observing what might I like to do. And it's a very good time, on the other hand, for refining, redeveloping, reorganizing something you already have been working on. So those are the good things to do during a Mars retrograde. So during June, it's in your 9th house, and so this might be a time to rethink your education, your learning. What do I need to learn? Maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree here. Maybe I need to go in a different direction. It would be a time not to plow forward with travel plans, but maybe just wait, back off, and see how things pan out. Maybe see what comes to you rather than you pushing for it during the Mars retrograde. Of course, after June the 30th, your all stations go, all cylinders forward. Between May and October, we've got a square aspect happening between Saturn and Neptune, your ruler. Now, Saturn and Neptune, they're completely different energies. A square is always, it's a dissonance, it's not comfortable. You're trying to balance energies of things that are very different. So Saturn wants to be responsible, wants to be grounded and have structure. And you will well know that Pisces likes to be free, to imagine, and not to have a light structure, if any. So what you're looking at here, maybe there's something in the work that just needs to go, especially if you've been pushing at something. There's a tendency sometimes with Saturn to keep pushing and pushing and working hard and trying hard. But if it's not happening and you've tried several times, Neptune's telling you just to let it go, let it be, or to flow in a different direction, to flow somewhere else so that things can begin to work for you. That's the thing with this mutable energy this year. That's what I'm seeing. It's the energy of the wind. If you've got a tailwind, there's nothing you can't accomplish. Isn't it wonderful when you're riding a bike and there's a tailwind? It's like you've got wings, haven't you? All of a sudden, something's helping you. So with the mutable energy, it's going with the wind's energy and not fighting it. Think of the flower. The flower doesn't fight the energy of the wind. It has to move with it. If you do that, boy, things will be so much easier for you this year and really great. So between June and July, we've got a wonderful aspect. We've got Jupiter trine to Pluto. These two are great planets when they're in a nice aspect to one another. Oh, are they powerful. So for you, it's connected to relationships. Something wonderful happening with a relationship. Could be a new relationship, a romance, could be a marriage, could be a wonderful friendship, but something that's got depth, that's got meaning. It's really wonderful, this aspect. And on September the 1st, we've got a full moon, lunar, a new moon solar eclipse happening in Virgo, your opposite sign, joining Jupiter here. And Jupiter here in your 7th house until September the 9th. So this Jupiter is wanting you to expand your friendships, your relationships, opportunities for romance, for all kind of business relationships. It's a time for expansion, for learning, for allowing yourself to meet new kinds of people, often foreign people coming to your life with Jupiter being there. And then on September 1st, we've got this new moon solar eclipse. What could be better than new beginnings in your relationships, Pisces? So this bodes very favorably for you at the beginning of September. On September the 10th, we've got Jupiter moving into Libra, and Jupiter's going to stay in that 8th house for you until October of 2017, 1 year and 1 month. And Jupiter in the 8th house, wherever Jupiter goes, it magnifies. It brings good fortune usually. So this is the house of other people's money, other people's resources. Sometimes it can be an inheritance, somebody wanting to sponsor you, wanting to invest in you, maybe getting into a really profitable partnership with somebody, and also maybe exploring intimacy to new levels, getting closer with somebody than you ever dreamed possible. There could also be some good news about a tax situation or something to do with insurance, or also good news about your partner's income. And on September the 16th, we've got a full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces again. So in March, we had the new beginnings for you, the new you. And here we've got a culmination, something coming to fruition, or maybe the next step for you in developing the new you, taking it to a new level. So that's really exciting that we've got all these eclipses. So I think this is going to be a year of immense change for you, immense potential, immense possibility, my dear Pisceans. And finally, last but certainly not least, we've got another lovely aspect in December, which is a trine aspect between Uranus and Saturn here. And a trine between Uranus and Saturn in your work and your money house. This could mean that if you've been working really on a project, been working on something for some time, you could have a wonderful result. Great recognition, acknowledgement, sudden boost to your finances happening, all kinds of great things possible in the last month of this coming year. So there you have it, my dear Pisces. Since there's so much potential, you may wish to come for a personal reading this year to see what you can do with the energies, how it looks for you in your personal chart. And of course, I'd be delighted to hear from you. But I would like to thank so many of you for following me, subscribing, emailing, commenting, sharing. I just love hearing from you, and I really value you, appreciate you, and I'm wishing you a wonderful year and sending you much love. Bye for now.